So control, when I speak about relating versus controlling, control means all those unaware patterns that every one of us have that protects us from having an unwanted outcome. Like the other person thinking that I'm too needy, the other person getting angry, causing some kind of conflict, the other person losing interest in me if it's a dating situation. I have a book over on the table and at my booth called Truth in Dating, Finding Love by Getting Real. And how we really find love is to live in this bigger world that includes discomfort, that includes opening up to the fact that I have buttons, that I have buried fears, and wanting to. See, getting real is wanting to know what's down there in my subconscious, and in a sense, welcoming it, possibly with mixed emotions, but welcoming it when I get to see that, oh man, that rejection button is still there after all these years. Having some form of delight in the expansion of my comfort zone. See, this is the new paradigm. This allows you to surf life rather than trying to control it, because you can't control it anyway. And when I say those words, finding love by getting real, I'm really saying that as you get more real, as you get more able to use the feedback tool that I just shared, being able to say, I have some feelings to clear, and having that clear intent that you want to express it and get over it. Because you understand that when you move the energy of a withheld feeling, it changes. You trust change. You begin to participate with the change process, which is in a sense participating with life, rather than being alienated from the change process, alienated from life, seeing other people through a fear lens. I do these singles, speaking of fear, because that's what the Finding Love by Getting Real is meant to address. You're not afraid of your fears anymore. It's not saying don't have fear. That would be ridiculous. It's saying love your fears. Know them intimately. Touch into the hurt little kid. I mean, if that's relevant, touch into the hurt little kid who was rejected in my case. My story is my mother took me off the breast because it was hurting her to nurse me. And that's, in my mind, at that time, it was a major frustrating experience. So relationships come with a set of frustrations right from the early days of your birth, of your infancy. Finding Love by Getting Real, the subtitle of Truth in Dating, says that if you can take on this discipline, this dating as a practice, relationship as a practice, any human interaction in any moment as a potential practice, if you take it on in that way, you will be more in a state of love